Leo, if you are hearing this message today, August 20th, 2026, there may be something important your heart has been trying to tell you. You may have been moving through life with confidence on the outside, continuing your responsibilities and showing others that you can handle whatever comes your way. But underneath that strength, there may be emotions, disappointments, and unanswered questions that you have kept quietly to yourself. Today brings a powerful opportunity to step back, look honestly at what you have been carrying, and understand that you don't have to remain trapped in the emotional patterns of your past. You have a naturally strong presence, Leo. When you care about something, you give it your attention, your energy, and your heart. When you believe in someone, you can stand beside them even when things become difficult. But sometimes your greatest strength can also become your greatest challenge. You may continue fighting for something long after it has stopped giving you peace simply because you don't want to feel that your effort was wasted. Today, you are being reminded that walking away from what no longer serves you is not weakness. It is wisdom. Your past experiences have taught you valuable lessons, but they do not have to determine what happens next. There may be an old emotional wound that still affects the way you trust people, make decisions, or approach relationships. Perhaps someone disappointed you. Perhaps you gave more than you received. Perhaps you were misunderstood at a time when you desperately needed support. You may have told yourself that you have moved on, yet certain memories still return when something reminds you of the past. Don't judge yourself for that. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. Healing means remembering without allowing the memory to control your present. Give yourself some quiet time today. Listen to calming music, breathe deeply, take a peaceful walk, or simply sit somewhere without constantly checking your phone or thinking about everything you need to accomplish. When you slow down, emotions that have been hidden beneath your usual confidence may become easier to recognize. Don't push them away. Acknowledge them. Understand what they are trying to teach you, and then allow yourself to release what you no longer need. As this emotional weight begins to lift, your energy can change in ways you may not expect. Decisions that seemed complicated can suddenly become clearer. You may realize that you have been trying to please someone when what you really wanted was to please yourself. You may understand that a certain opportunity was not meant to be pursued, or that another possibility deserves a chance. Today, you may have several choices in front of you. One path may feel familiar and secure, while another may require you to step outside your comfort zone. Leo, don't allow fear to make the decision for you. There is a difference between being cautious and being afraid to grow. Ask yourself which choice reflects the person you are becoming, not simply the person you have been. You deserve more than something that only looks impressive from the outside. You deserve something that feels right inside your heart as well. Don't settle for attention without respect, promises without action, or opportunities that constantly make you question your own value. When something is truly aligned with you, you won't have to destroy your peace just to keep it. This message is especially powerful around love. If you have been thinking about someone, you may be wondering whether they truly understand how you feel. Perhaps you have been waiting for a message, a sign, or a change in their behavior. Leo, don't allow yourself to become exhausted trying to interpret someone who refuses to communicate clearly. Genuine love should not constantly leave you wondering where you stand. If someone from your past returns to your thoughts or reaches out to you, take your time. Don't let nostalgia make the decision. Ask yourself what has changed. Has the person changed? Have you changed? Is there greater maturity and respect now? Or would returning simply reopen the same emotional cycle? A second chance can be meaningful when both people have grown, but repeating the past without change will only recreate the same lesson. Imagine a shooting star moving across the night sky. Let its light represent the area of your life where you most want to experience change. It could be love, money, work, education, family, confidence, or your future. Instead of focusing only on what is missing, allow yourself to feel grateful for what is already present. Gratitude doesn't mean you stop dreaming. It means you recognize the value of your current life while continuing to build something better. Leo, your future is not a punishment for your past. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to stop chasing people who don't recognize your value. You are allowed to create new boundaries. And you are allowed to open your heart again when you genuinely feel ready. Before we continue, remember that this is a general reading, and not every part of it will necessarily describe your exact situation. Some parts may feel extremely close to your current reality, while others may not resonate with you at all. Take what speaks to your heart and leave the rest peacefully. Your own intuition and personal circumstances should always guide how you interpret this message. If this reading is already resonating with you, support the channel with a like and stay until the end, because there are important messages ahead concerning love, money, work, family, personal energy, and your future. The numbers connected with your energy today are 28 and 75. Keep them in mind because they may become meaningful through an unexpected conversation, opportunity, or coincidence. Your supportive color today is light blue, bringing an energy of calmness, emotional clarity, and peaceful thought. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, imagine that calm blue energy surrounding you and reminding you that not every problem needs to be solved immediately. There is another important message for you today. Leo, time is precious. You may spend a lot of energy thinking about the past or worrying about what could happen in the future, but the only moment you can actually live is the present. If there is someone in your family you care about, show them. If you have been postponing an important conversation, consider whether speaking honestly could bring peace. If someone deserves your appreciation, don't assume they already know. A younger person may also approach you today for guidance. Could be a younger relative, student, friend, or someone who simply sees you as a person with experience. You may not realize how powerful your words can be. You don't need to give perfect advice. Sometimes speaking honestly about what you have learned through your own experiences is enough to help someone find confidence in themselves. Today also brings a stronger sense of clarity. Situations that once seemed confusing may begin revealing their true nature. You may see someone's intentions more clearly. You may understand why a certain opportunity disappeared. You may even recognize that something you once wanted was not actually as good for you as you believed. This clarity is a gift. It may be uncomfortable at first, but it allows you to make decisions based on reality rather than hope or fear. Don't be afraid to see people as they truly are. You don't have to make everyone the villain, and you don't have to make everyone the hero. Some people are simply lessons, some are companions, and some are meant to remain part of your life for a long time. Justice is also present around you, suggesting that something that has felt unfair or unbalanced may gradually begin moving toward resolution. You don't need to prove yourself to everyone. You don't need revenge. Allow your actions and your character to speak for you. Sometimes the strongest response is simply continuing forward with dignity. The star appears as a powerful symbol in your reading, bringing hope, healing, renewal, and faith. Leo, there may have been a time when you wondered whether a dream was still possible. Perhaps you became tired of waiting. Perhaps you began questioning whether you were on the right path. The star reminds you that a period of uncertainty does not mean your future has disappeared. There is still light ahead. You may begin noticing small signs of progress. You may feel more hopeful about a situation that recently seemed impossible. You may reconnect with a dream you had almost forgotten. Or you may simply realize that something which once caused you deep emotional pain no longer controls your thoughts in the same way. That is healing. The Ace of Cups brings a fresh emotional beginning. For some Leo individuals, this may represent a new connection. For others, it may represent forgiveness, reconciliation, a sincere conversation, or a renewed relationship with yourself. You may finally feel ready to receive the kind of emotional energy you have been giving to others. Remember, Leo, you cannot pour endlessly from an empty cup. Caring for yourself is not selfish. Your emotional needs matter too. If someone new enters your life, don't judge them entirely according to what someone from your past did. Give them time to show you who they are. Watch their actions. Pay attention to whether they respect your boundaries and whether their words match their behavior. Real connection is built through consistency. The Emperor brings structure, responsibility, and strong boundaries. Your confidence is powerful, but today you are being asked to combine confidence with patience. Don't allow pride or impatience to make important decisions for you. You don't have to react immediately to everything. Sometimes your greatest power is knowing when to pause. Build something solid. If you are starting a relationship, allow it to develop naturally. If you are working toward a goal, create a realistic plan. If you are making a major decision, think beyond today's emotions and consider the long-term result. The Six of Wands then brings recognition and victory. Something you have been working toward may begin receiving attention. People may notice your effort. You may receive encouragement, appreciation, or confirmation that you are making progress. But your greatest victory may be internal. Maybe you are finally no longer seeking approval from someone who once made you feel invisible. Maybe you are beginning to trust yourself again. Maybe you are finally comfortable saying no without feeling guilty. Those are victories too. The Ace of Wands adds fresh creative energy. You may suddenly feel motivated to begin something new, improve a project, learn a skill, or change the way you approach your goals. Follow that spark, but don't try to transform your entire life in one day. Progress becomes stronger when it is consistent. When it comes to your well-being, listen to your body and your emotions. If you feel tired, allow yourself to rest. If something about your health worries you, speak with a trusted adult or appropriate professional rather than allowing fear to grow silently. Taking care of yourself is an important part of building a strong future. In work, school, or your future career, today encourages curiosity. Try a new approach. Learn something. Read, practice, ask questions. Explore a subject that genuinely interests you. Routine can sometimes make you forget how much potential you have. New knowledge can open doors that you cannot yet see. Financially, today's energy is positive but asks for good judgment. There may be opportunities connected with work, creative projects, future plans, or collaborations. But don't let excitement push you into careless decisions. Think about stability. Look at the details. Consider the long-term consequences. If there have been financial misunderstandings or burdens around you, they may begin becoming clearer. You may discover a better way to organize your resources or recognize an opportunity that is more stable than something you previously considered. Your confidence can help you move forward, but patience will protect you from unnecessary mistakes. In love, communication is essential. If you are in a relationship, don't assume your partner knows everything you are feeling. Tell them what you appreciate. Tell them what worries you. Tell them what you need. You don't have to speak perfectly. You simply have to be honest and compassionate. Trust is not built through perfection. It is built through truth. If you are single, don't make finding someone the only measure of whether your life is fulfilling. Your life is already happening. Reconnect with yourself. Spend time with people who respect you. Try something different. Laugh, learn, create. Allow yourself to enjoy your own life without constantly waiting for someone else to complete it. If you feel more social than usual, take advantage of that energy. Try something outside your normal routine. A new environment could introduce you to people who share your values and interests. If your goal is to find a stable relationship, being open to new experiences can create opportunities naturally. Family energy is also highlighted today. A misunderstanding may begin to soften. Someone may finally become willing to listen. A simple conversation could bring warmth back into a relationship that has felt distant. Leo, your leadership within your family is strongest when it comes with empathy. You don't always have to be the person with the answer. Sometimes simply listening can be more powerful than speaking. Your energy may fluctuate throughout the day. You may begin feeling slower and gradually become more energized later. Don't demand more from yourself than you can give. Some days require decisive action, while others require a quieter, more natural rhythm. Today is about finding that balance. There is also a meaningful message connected with memories. Something from your past may come back to your mind, but instead of feeling only pain, you may recognize how much you have grown since then. You can remember without returning. You can appreciate what a person taught you without needing them back. You can honor your history while still choosing a new future. Be consistent with yourself today. Let your actions match your words. Don't promise things you cannot deliver, and don't pretend to be someone you are not just to make others happy. People notice when something feels false, but more importantly, you feel the disconnect inside yourself. Authenticity gives you strength. Take time to organize your inner world. Ask yourself what you really want from the next chapter. Which relationships deserve your energy? Which goals still matter? Which habits are keeping you stuck? The clearer you become inside, the easier it becomes to build the life you want outside. If you are attending a social event today, enjoy yourself, but remember moderation. Give your mind breaks from screens and constant information. Sometimes disconnecting for a while is exactly what allows you to return with greater clarity. For students, there may be encouraging possibilities ahead involving education, scholarships, exchanges, new destinations, or a change in academic direction. Your previous effort matters. Every challenge you have overcome has prepared you for something. If something doesn't happen according to your plan, don't automatically call it failure. Sometimes life is redirecting you toward a richer and more suitable path. Now let's look at today's compatibility energy. Aquarius may bring a surprising perspective into your life. Conversations with Aquarius energy could help you see your goals differently and create an interesting connection. Taurus can bring stability, loyalty, and practical understanding. With Taurus energy, you may feel that your need for consistency is easier to understand. And Sagittarius may bring unexpected support. Someone connected with Sagittarius energy may become an encouraging presence when you need it most. Leo, as we reach the end of today's message, remember the most important thing. You do not need to prove your worth to everyone. You have already survived situations that once seemed impossible. You have learned from people who disappointed you. You have grown through experiences that nobody else fully understands. And you are still here. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not have the final word over your future. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to walk away from what no longer respects your value. And you are allowed to believe that something beautiful can still enter your life. Today, choose clarity over confusion, patience over impulsiveness, and self-respect over settling. Pay attention to the small signs around you. A conversation, an idea, an opportunity, or simply a peaceful feeling in your heart may be showing you that your life is slowly moving toward a new chapter. If this message resonated with you, support the channel with a like and subscribe for more daily readings and predictions. Take a deep breath, Leo, and remember that you don't have to know exactly how everything will unfold. You only need enough courage to take the next step. Your story is still being written, and the chapter ahead may become one of the most meaningful chapters of your life.